So we're out at St. Mark's Square at 7:17 in the morning, and there's no one here. It's completely empty. I mean, to be honest, everything else is closed, so there's also nothing to do except look around. But if you wanted like some photos with the least amount of tourists, now would be your time, because no one is here. Except this lady, they're already out. The panhandlers. Yeah, pigeon food. Oh God, he put a pigeon on her head. There's a pigeon on her head. Oh God. Oh God. St. Mark's is open for prayer right now, so. Alright, so we just checked out of our hotel, and that's it behind us, the Hotel de Bruno. It was a really good hotel overall. Like,
yeah, I liked
I'm fairly
it.
pleased
Breakfast was
with our hotel.
delicious.
They had a good breakfast. And it's really ideally located, honestly, right between the Rialto and St. Mark's Square.
Like 5 minutes either direction.
Yeah, Rialto's a little closer, but it's a really nice walk either way. Yeah, so I would recommend this place. It's a pretty good hotel.
Yeah. All right,
Maybe a little bit. Well, it's not pricey for Venice, which has $1,000 a night rooms, but it is maybe a little pricier than, well, it's definitely pricier than a hostel, but, you know.
200 or 220 a night?
180.
Or 180?
Euros.
Okay.
Yeah. But
maybe
nice.
another place we were looking at was that price.
Yeah. But we're going to go and do a couple touristy things on St. Mark's Square, and then we'll be headed to
The boats.
the boat and the train. And
yeah.
So, ciao. Look at this horse, though. Look at the horse. So just like yesterday, I lost a bunch of the footage that I was really excited about, and today's footage that I lost was from the top of the St. Mark's Basilica, and for €5 a person, I think it was, you can go out on the platform where the Dodge used to address the Venetians, and you can see St. Mark's Square and the top of the Basilica, and you can get up close and personal with some of the mosaics, which I was really excited about. So I'm bummed I lost that, but you can kind of see it, I guess, through these pictures. So the pictures are probably better quality because I took them with my SLR than the video would have been. But it was a really neat experience, and I kind of encourage people to go up there if they can before they leave Venice. So if you have time in the morning to go and do that really quickly, I think it was definitely a really neat experience for us. We were able to leave our luggage at our hotel, and it's just kind of a way to say goodbye to Venice, which is really sad, but going up there was really, really cool. I needed to see the square and all of the tourists and some of the historical statues. The horse statues are something like 2,200 years old, and the Doge of Venice would stand between them and address the Venetians. So I encourage you to do it if you have time. So we're back at our favorite Ostera. This is our selection for today. We have octopus salad right here, and then things. I don't know what some of them are. I know that's salmon, but the rest of it's sprit. Garrett has some white wine. I have a bubbly water. This is the inside. They have a little restaurant area, a different menu than the, but you just go up and like point to what you want. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. So we're in the luggage room of our hotel. I guess these are jackets and are like lockers for employees, but like there's so much luggage in here. A lot of the hotels in Europe, even hostels, so we'll let you actually keep your luggage in like a luggage room if you have other stuff to do during the day that doesn't involve like leaving the town immediately at checkout. So we left our luggage here and checked out at like 9:30, and we're just using the toilet before we go, so because we don't have to pay for this one. Right now.
Okay, we have our bags.
Yes, our bags are
now
ready.
We're going to try to carry them to the Rialto to catch the boat.
And it's complete chaos, so it's going to be fun to pull these bags through the streets of Venice. Woo!
Way around now.
Yeah, but still, if I just like run over people, do you think that, like, you know how they do with the strollers at Walt Disney World? They just use them as like a battering ram. Can I put my suitcase in front of me and just like use it as a battering ram and run into people? Or do you think that they might get mad? All right. So we have made it to this train station. This is Ferrarova, and we're gonna go and buy our ticket to Florence. And my hair is in a state of elegant decay, much like the city of Venice. And I'm quite sad to be leaving Venice. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was very beautiful, very nice.
Yeah.
Just to see it.
I know. I'm glad we got to go up to St. Mark's Basilica. I definitely recommend that. Like, if it's your last day in Venice or something, and if you have time, like, maybe you're out on the ledge of the Basilica or go up the bell tower then and just, like, overlook the city. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So, I guess to do that. All right. Ciao. So, we're on a train, and
We're almost to our first stop.
yes, well, Garrett had to use the bathroom, and, you know, train bathrooms are always a little bit dicey, but he went, and he was like, oh, you know, not awful, but literally, and I was like, okay, well, if it's not awful, I should go pee, too, just because, like, you know, when you're traveling, it can be hard to find ladies, you know, it can be hard to find, and men too, it can be hard to find a clean bathroom. Literally, I probably went 3 minutes after Garrett went, and he was like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, so there's no, like, peeing in the toilet or, like, on the floor, and he's like, no.
There wasn't. There was not. I'm telling the truth.
I know, I believe you. But then, like, I go, and, like, there's this guy, like, walking out, and, like, the toilet is just, like, soaked with, like, some sort of liquid, and there's, like, a giant puddle by the sink, and I'm just, like, I don't know what happened here. But, like, I don't know if somebody forgot that this is a train, and, like, rooms, or, like, I don't know.
Something happened.
So, yeah, train bathrooms. What's the whole dicey? We have the tightest train connection ever. It's 5 minutes. Our station should be the next stop, and we really hope we make this connection. Hey, Garrett.
Hey.
What's up?
What's up?
The moon. When the moon hits your eye.
The big pizza pie.
That's amore.
She's been doing this all day.
I've been doing this all week.
Actually, all week. Yeah.
It's amazing, though.
It's pretty funny.
So, maybe you can hear us over the announcement, but we made it. We missed our connection because our train was 11 minutes late, you know, Italian style.
And this one's late.
But we're catching the next train to Florence, which is only a few minutes later. But the next train to Florence is also late. It was supposed to leave 4 minutes ago, and it's not here. So, Garrett
Yeah.
What time is it?
I think it's 6:50. I think. Yeah, 6:50.
6:51. What time was that other train supposed to leave?
Almost 9 minutes ago.
9 minutes ago. So one of our trains was 11 minutes late,
This one's already.
and this one's already 9 minutes late. If it's much later, we might just catch the 7 o'clock train.
Patience.
That's on time.
It's what God's teaching us is patience.
Look, patience is a virtue that doesn't grow in everyone's garden, and that includes my garden.
We finally met up with.
Yeah, we found Courtney and David.
Oh my god, you have the same camera as me.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Is it? Yeah, like it's look, Panasonic Lumix. Look at that. Cool.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, what's up?
How incredibly boring.
We have to like be.
So I'm showing the food. The
Oh,
food
yeah.
It's calzone.
It's enormous.
Insane. And then Courtney got a margarita pizza, and mine has not arrived.
The
They did not
invisible
need food.
pizza.
Spaghetti
Yeah.
with clams.
So I've talked about these guys like a lot, and they do exist. So now
Yeah,
I'm seeing them.
for real.
We do
Hello.
exist.
Goodness.
Oh, my food's here! Yay! Thank you. All
That
right,
looks amazing.
we're gonna eat. So Courtney and David are being our tour guides right now.
Dante Alighieri
Yeah.
with his classical crooked nose, which actually they think was actually inaccurate and not how he looked, but he's always portrayed that way.
See, tour guides.
Yep. It was made in 1984.
I mean,
Michelangelo Buonaparte, which is the more famous of the Michelangelos, the other one being Michelangelo Caravaggio.
And the third one being the Ninja Turtle.
Yes.
Exactly.
Pizza.
Or Leonardo.
Leonardo da Vinci,
Is
one
you-
of the lesser known
No, Da
artists
Vinci.
of Florence. Yeah.
Used a katana, I believe.
I believe one of our tour guides might be a little bit more accurate than the other tour guide, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think it's David.
I'm not technically wrong.
Not technically wrong. I feel
the
like that's
best.
gonna be our motto.
Yeah, not technically wrong.
I feel like that's gonna be the motto for when we're hanging out. Who is that? Oh yeah. I feel like that's gonna be our motto when we're hanging out with
Yeah.
Courtney and
Oh,
David.
it's gonna be
not
David's
technically
tour
wrong.
guide services, not
Not
technically
technically
wrong.
wrong.
Yep.
So. Right.
And of course, the most important, Lorenzo the Magnificent and Cosimo the Elder.
Yes, more well known for sure than Leonardo da Vinci.
Well,
Or
hey,
Michelangelo.
you know what? You know what?
Here he is.
You know what? Florence wouldn't be anything without those two. So,
Magnificent
and
is
Florence,
actually
the reason that Florence was the center of the Renaissance, the reason that Leonardo became who he was because of the Medicis.
So the Medicis are pretty big
I would
deal
argue.
in Florence.
They're pretty important.
Pretty big deal.
You know.
They only own like the majority of things.
The other David.
This is not the official David.
No,
This guy.
Sorry, one of them.
Yes, the real one is inside, but it's also very large.
Yeah.
So. But you heard it here first. Not technically wrong tours.
Yeah.
By David.
LLC.
Tours of Florence. Not technically wrong.
Is Romanesque. The central body of the Duomo is Gothic. The dome is early Renaissance, and then the lantern and subdomes are late Renaissance.
Ah, cool.
So it's like spans like 3 different periods.
You're just like a living audio guide, really.
Yeah.
We've been listening to like the Rick Steve audio.
Oh, really? David's been listening to this podcast that's like all about the history of Rome, and he like just walks around and listens to it, and then tells me all about it afterwards. Yeah. And then I have a class on the history. Well, it's the art history of Florence. So I come back from that class and tell him all about it.
It just looks, like
especially the sides, it doesn't even look real.
Yeah, no,
like when you're
it doesn't.
looking at it,
It
you're
looks-
like, no, this is like it looks like a cardboard thing. Like surely this immense thing is not actually here.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
So the whole geometric like designs, I mean you can see it more on here, but like that whole thing was about there was this friar, or maybe bishop, and he wrote this whole paper about how the European siren.
Day and night. This is your songbird.
Yeah, we hear that all the time being right next to the hospital.
Oh yeah, I bet.
So we hear this all the time.
That's the fire truck. That's such a dinky little fire truck. It's so small and dinky.
But this bishop wrote this paper about how like God is perfection, and so like mathematical formulas are the closest thing to God, because that's like the closest thing, like mathematical perfection is the closest thing to
I've heard that argument before.
Yeah, and so the visual representation of that is through geometric
shapes.
Forms, and so that's why like you see all these like squares and stuff is because of that guy's theory.
Yeah, Courtney's a much better tour guide than I am. I just tell you about pickpockets and knockoff art that people sell, and like to avoid the guys that are trying to hawk knockoff bags, because
That's
it's
important too.
super illegal
Yes.
to buy a knockoff bag in Italy. You can get a fine. So,
Equally important, probably more practical.
but like not as fun. So.
Thank you for watching our vlog. If you like what you've seen, we've got a lot more coming up from Florence and Rome. So hit the subscribe button to make sure you don't miss any of those. Also, if you want to see our previous vlogs, one should be appearing on the screen right about now. Click it and go watch it. Thanks so much!